Welcome to Golden Goose Tales. Today's story is a favorite classic about a clever little hen, some lazy friends, and a delicious loaf of bread. Let's begin. The Little Red Hen.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little farmyard, there lived a busy, cheerful hen. She was called the Little Red Hen. She was small and bright-feathered, with shiny red plumage that glowed like the morning sun. She was lively and always bustling about, while her friends preferred to bask in the sun and daydream. There was the dog, a big brown fellow with floppy ears. But most of the day he lay in the shade of an old oak tree, snoring softly. Then there was the cat, a sleek grey creature with a long, swishy tail. She always groomed her shiny fur, but never liked lifting a paw for work. And finally, there was the duck. He had shiny green feathers on his head, waddling feet, and a loud, quacking voice that echoed across the farmyard. The duck loved splashing in puddles and floating lazily in the pond, but he disliked hard work even more than the others. One fine morning, as the sun peeked over the hills, the little red hen scratched at the soil and, she found some tiny golden grains of wheat.
What a wonderful surprise!
She exclaimed.
If I plant these seeds, they will grow into tall wheat. Then we can make flour and later bread to eat.
Clutching them in her wings, she clucked happily.
Who will help me plant this wheat?
But the cat, stretched out on the fence, yawned.
Not I.
The dog rolled over with a sleepy sigh.
Not I.
And the duck splashed happily in the puddle.
Not I.
The little red hen smiled and said,
Then I will do it myself.
And so, with her beak and claws, she scratched the soil, planted the seeds carefully, and watered them with care. Days passed, and the sun shone down and rain fell. The little seeds sprouted, then grew into tall golden stalks of wheat, swaying gently in the summer breeze. When the wheat was ready to harvest, the little red hen called out again.
Who will help me harvest the wheat?
The dog let out a loud snore.
Not I.
He muttered sleepily. The cat stretched her back lazily.
Not I.
She purred, flicking one ear. The duck flapped his wings and waddled away toward the water.
Not I.
He quacked.
Then I will do it myself,
said the little red hen. And she cut down the wheat all by herself, her fiery red feathers shining in the golden light. She gathered the heavy bundles, almost as big as herself, and asked,
Who will help me carry the wheat to the mill so it can be ground into flour?
The dog opened one eye, then closed it again.
Not I.
He said with a sigh. The cat gave a delicate yawn.
Not I,
she said, curling her tail around her paws. The duck splashed into the pond with a noisy quack.
Not I,
he said. So, the little red hen puffed up her feathers and declared,
Then I will do it myself.
She carried the wheat to the mill. Inside, the big grinding stone rumbled and turned. Flour dust filled the air. The little red hen worked and worked until all the wheat was ground into soft white flour. At last, the little red hen brought the flour home. She clapped her wings together and asked,
Now we can make fresh warm bread. Who will help me bake it?
The dog thumped his tail lazily but didn't move.
Not I.
He said. The cat, polishing her whiskers, answered.
Not I.
The duck, floating in the pond, quacked.
Not I.
The little red hen shook her head kindly and said,
Then I will do it myself.
She mixed the flour into dough, kneaded it, and placed it in the oven. Soon, the whole farmyard was filled with the delicious smell of fresh, warm bread. Just as the golden loaf was ready, the cat, the dog, and the duck came running. Their noses twitched, their eyes sparkled, and they cried out together.
We will help you eat the bread.
But the little red hen shook her head firmly and said,
Oh no, my friends. You did not help me plant the wheat. You did not help me harvest the wheat. You did not help me grind the wheat. And you did not help me bake the bread. So I will eat it. All by myself.
And that's exactly what she did. She sat down at her little table, sliced the bread, and enjoyed every warm, delicious bite, all on her own. And so her friends learned an important lesson that day. If you want to share the reward, you must also share the work. And from then on, whenever the little red hen asked for help, her friends were quick to join in.
And that was the story of the Little Red Hen. She taught us that hard work always pays off in the end. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless stories.